Hey there, I never thought I'd own a banjo, let alone 4 banjos. And each one of these banjos have a completely different job in my arsenal. And largely, I'm not a great banjo player, like a 5-string banjo bluegrass. I'm not a bluegrass player. I can fake it a little bit, can play a few tunes, but basically in TV and film work, you don't really have to be crazy amazing at a style. You'd need to be able to sell it. Now, if I got called for a bluegrass record, I would give them someone else's number. However, for much of the TV and film work and the game work that I do, these banjos get a lot of use, and I'm more than capable of handling anything that's thrown my way in those scenarios. And the first banjo I got was the 5-string, which is the typical banjo. And that's where you have basically 4 strings and then a high drone string on top. Should have tuned it, but anyway, this is a Good Time, which is made by Deary. It's like their cheap entry level. Beautiful banjo though, and it sounds fine for that. And with that, I would use finger picks. Then I picked up this 1920 Gibson tenor banjo, and it's a beautiful piece too. And this would be for like the Dixieland thing. I have this tuned like a guitar, the top 4 strings of a guitar. Not typically how you would tune a tenor banjo, but that's, for ease of use, if I need to do some Dixieland, that's what I'll pull out. This one I got recently, you saw a video on this one. I did the banjolele, and it's tuned like a ukulele, kind of. But it has a certain tone to it, and I use it a lot just for that tone, you know. That nylon string on a banjo head is a really cool tone that you don't have on any other instrument, so I kind of like that. But then this 6-string banjo comes in real handy. This is a Gretsch. I think it's a Dixie 6. The list on this is $539. I think street is $319. I think shipped and with tax and everything, I think I paid about $350 for this. And it's gotten a lot of use. It's really handy. It's maple neck, maple back. The back is really pretty. It's kind of an open back. There's a gap here, if you can see that, where the sound can get out. And then the sides are a laminated maple. It's 6 strings, tuned like a guitar. Anyway, you can hear the... about this, the reason I got this was I had to do a lot of reading single note stuff that wasn't Dixie or wasn't bluegrass banjo type playing. It just, they wanted, the composer wanted this tone. And it's real easy if you can read for standard guitar notation. This is just tuned like a standard guitar. So it's quite easy for me to just kind of pick this up and get the banjo tone and not have to really think too much about reading. And what I'll do is, a lot of times to change the tone or to change the effect, I'll use different picks, like the YouTube pick. Use a 6/10 like Brian May, and I think over the camera microphone you're probably not going to hear a lot of difference between this, but from a microphone into Logic or whatever, you can really notice the different sounds. Just a standard, you know, or I might do just picking. And so it's a smoother transition. Now I don't really use this instrument to sound like a banjo. If I wanted, you know, if I want to do that, I would pick up the 5-string. This is more just to get that head, the banjo head tone in in a more complex melodic setting. I've taken the 5-string and tuned the D string, the high string, up to E, so it kind of plays like a guitar, but it's nice being able to have these lower notes down here. And again, I just use different picks to get different. So this is the Gretsch Dixie 6 guitar banjo, and made in China, but it seems to be pretty solid. The intonation's not bad. Okay, it's a little on the bottom string. There's your E chord up here at the 12th fret. Pretty close. Okay, but generally, if I'm going to be doing a lot of reading up here, I'll tune these notes. It's called tempered tuning. I'll basically tune where I'm going to play to be even more precise, so that I'm not rubbing any other instruments. If I'm playing on a score or something like that, I don't want to rub any other instruments, and conflict with the tuning. So. Okay. Anyway, pick up one of these and have fun with it, and I would say it's not a bad deal, and there's definitely ones out there that are better quality, but they're going to cost you. I've seen 6-string banjos go for anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000. This is a good entry level one. This will kind of get the job done, and you can kind of have fun with it and do some interesting doubles. You can double up on other instruments and get a nice tone from that. So anyway, I hope you're doing well. God bless you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.